Give me my Samsung. Hey, what's up, Oliver? It's getting close to that Philippine time. Hope all is well. Are you in Texas yet, or are you still in Florida? Oh, it's okay. It's all right. No, we just started, Oliver. We just started. And Dallas is, we just had dinner. We invited Paul here for dinner, and he just went back home. Well, just went back next door to his apartment. And Gonzalez is doing the little dishes. I just help her clean the table, and she'll be with us in a few minutes. Did you like the last video that we just put out? The one of Shintan Ridge in Valencia? When you say you're packing, have you already put all your stuff in storage and all that good stuff? Because you're planning on being gone for, well, you say you're not coming back. So you're gonna be here, I guess, I'm assuming that you're probably putting most of your stuff in storage, and you're just bringing X amount of clothing. Because that's what I did. I remember when I left Sarasota, I just basically put, I would say 90% of my stuff in storage, and I just had enough furniture and or clothing where I could stay. Well, you saw it on some of my videos. It was the mother-in-law suite, and that's where I stayed for many years, other than being a roommate of my buddy, and he pretty much the same thing. I was at his house for about 5 or 6 years, and I rented a room, or he just said come by whenever I want, and I would be there. Oh, okay. Well, that's cool. Yeah, that food was good. It was, I kind of confused everybody. It was not tuna belly, it was salmon belly. And man, it was good. I mean, that salmon belly was good. Egg, salmon belly, I think we had some kind of crackers and some rice. And I had a cup of coffee, and Gonzalez and Paul had mango shake. Hey, what's up, Art Chairs? Oh, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Hope you liked the last video of us roaming around in Valencia. I'm telling you, it's a great place to have breakfast. That's the reason I go up there. And it's got a great view. Even when it's raining, it looks really cool. Because you can see the clouds starts forming and start coming up the mountain. It's really cool to see that. But when it's clear, Oh man, you get a great view of the whole city. Uh, but yeah, maybe next time. But getting up there is the most dangerous thing. I told Gonzalez, I said, you're gonna have to walk next time, man. And it's only, if you walk because it's straight up the hill, it's gonna take about a good 15, 20 minutes. But on a bike, you saw it. I mean, that was pretty much the whole video of the road. I mean, it was straight up, but man, I had a tough time controlling that bike. Boy, like I said, I've done it 4 times, and every time when I make it up there, I go, why don't I just walk up here? Hey Jasmine, what's up? Hope everything is well in Manila, Quezon City. Jane is tightening up a little bit around the kitchen. We just had dinner. She's actually right here on the left of me. She'll be joining us in the next few minutes. No, you're not late. I just started. We just opened up this live stream, so we're on. Yeah, I tell you, I was at the bank. We had lunch. I had to exchange some money and pick up some money. And while I was at the mall, all of a sudden I fainted. It was one of the craziest things. In fact, I was kind of sitting there. I got up because Jane had just came out. I was waiting for her after we had lunch. I was waiting for her to go to Watson's, which is a kind of like a pharmacy store. And she came out. I'm looking at her. I go, hey, how you doing? I'm getting up. I'm leaning to the right, getting up. And then I blanked out. And the next thing I saw myself, I was on the ground, getting up like this. I said, what happened? She goes, when you got up, you fell. And you passed out. I was like, oh, crap. I didn't know what was happening. But I think, I'm pretty sure I know what the problem is. We diagnosed it a little bit. I thought it was my high blood pressure, but my blood pressure was good. And I'll tell you, I don't mind telling you, because a lot of us are in the same age group here. I guess, when you get older, you have a hard time peeing. I have a hard time peeing. So the doctor prescribed, another doctor prescribed something to help you pee for the prostate thing. And it works great. It works great. This was before I had the high blood pressure situation. But then I was taking a high blood pressure pill. And then one day basically what happened today, I was, in fact, I was on a flight. I just fainted. And I got back up. I said, man, I checked my blood pressure, right? You got a blood pressure cup, and I'm checking it. Normal blood pressure, but I'm dizzy and I'm like passing out. So as soon as I landed, I went to my doctor. I said, the blood pressure is controlled, but I'm passing out. There's something else going on. And they did some tests. They didn't see anything wrong with me. But they looked at my medication, and this doctor did not prescribe me the medication for my prostate peeing situation. And he goes, oh my gosh, the side effects of that medication is dizziness. So then I stopped taking that medication. Well, in the last 3 or 4 days, in the middle of lunch, I'm going to the bathroom almost every hour, but nothing comes out. And I said, okay, I'm going to take this thing so I can at least pee. I took it this morning, and I remember he said, if you take it, just don't drive, don't go, just stay home for 12 hours until that medication wears out. Well, guess what? I decided to go to the mall, because Jane was hungry. It was this morning, and then we had to get some, do some banking things, and then there I am, sitting there waiting for her, and I get up and I faint. I didn't put and it's been a long time since I've taken the medication, like almost a year, because the only time I need to take it is when I can't pee, and if I do take it, I would take it before I go to bed, and when I wake up, a lot of the medication's worn out. So, and then, we've been home, I've been in bed, and I woke up, and, there's nothing wrong, and I just realized that I took the medication that caused me to faint. Anyway, that's my story, and hopefully that it's not always the high blood pressure problem. For those of you who are taking the pee medicine to help you pee, my doctor said that one of the side effects for some people is fainting. And that's basically what happened. So I'm not gonna take that for a while. It did scare Jane, because Jane comes into this, hey honey, I'm telling her about what happened earlier. So, Jane comes out of the store, I'm sitting there waiting for her, I stand up, I said, hey, and the next thing I'm on the ground, and she goes, what did you do? I mean, because you just, what was your reaction when that happened?
I was shocked. I thought he was just joking.
Yeah, because it happened for maybe 3 or 4 seconds, maybe at the most. Because it happened, you're up and then you're down, and then she said I hit the ground, but I remember looking up and going, hey, what happened? And then she picked me up, and a lot of the people at the mall saw it, and they were like, oh my gosh, what's going on? Anyway, that's what Jane said, but and all I did was I said, hey, I need to sit back down. I found a chair and I sat down, and it disappeared, and then and I drive a scooter, right? The whole time Jane goes, are you sure you could drive? Let me call Paul to come pick us up, and or we'll drive a trike up to Valencia, up in the mountains, and then have Paul come down and get our scooter. I mean, she was like scared to ride with me because of that situation. And I said, no, I'm okay, I'm not dizzy anymore, but she was really scared, and anyway, we're home, and then I took a nap, and I was like thinking of what caused that fainting, and Paul came over. He's a little bit older than me, and he had a situation before, and he was trying to. He said, go to the doctor, get it checked. I said, okay, and I was planning to go to the doctor and get it checked, but I think it was the medicine that I took. All right. Oliver's going to the Philippines very soon. We are so excited about that. It's raining. In Manila, it rains here every day, but it comes and it rains for about 4 or 5 hours and then it stops. Let's see. Yeah, I'm thinking about doing that. I just might do that. I'm thinking about calling my doctor in the U.S. and just having like a complete checkup again, just to make sure. Yeah, thank you, Jasmine. I'll do that. I'm planning on doing that probably next month, something like that. Yeah, Oliver, I know that you're going to Davao. I think it's Davao again. We're here in Dumaguete and Manila. If we time it right, if you're in Manila when I'm there, and then I'll invite Jasmine, and we'll all meet. But if not, we'll try to work it out where I'm here in, once again, Dumaguete, and maybe we'll make a trip down to Davao or something. Well, this is Friday at 11 a.m. So in the U.S. So maybe some people are working and doing certain things. But yeah, so you liked the video at that we did of Shintang Ridge. I thought it was kind of cool, and the I knew that going up the hill was very dangerous, and I wanted you guys to feel that, and hopefully I captured it going up, and then I wanted you guys to see how beautiful the view was from way up in the mountain. Uh, the I'm gonna share with the if you look at the mountain of Dumaguete or Valencia, uh, we are about, I would say, 1/3 of the way up. The other 2/3 is, you're talking about uh, very hard to, there's no roads. Casserole Falls is probably another 300 meters um, north of where we are, up, straight up.
Hello, Ate Jasmine.
But then after that, it's for trekkers.
Eli.
Hey, what's up, Eli? Our chairs it came by also. And Oliver, you got Jasmine.
Hello, everyone.
It's typhoon season?
Mm-mm.
Oh, it is? Well, that's why it's raining all the time.
Yeah, it will be up until December.
December? I don't know where the usual suspects. Sometimes they show up and sometimes they don't. They're probably busy. Let's see here. You really should make a checkup because my father died when 67 on a lung embolia, and before he also just broke down on the ground and didn't want to call an ambulance. Yeah, Eli, like I said, the fainting was, like I said, I think, and I don't know, I'm thinking it only happened about a couple seconds, right? I got up and I fell, and I don't remember the falling. I just remember kind of like, I saw Jane as I stood up, and then next thing I know, I'm getting up off the left side, coming, standing up, and I said, "What happened?" And she goes, "Well, you fell. I thought you were joking." I said, "No, I'm not joking. I'm very dizzy. I need to sit back down." So it scared her a little bit, but I'm pretty sure that, like I said, I'm gonna go and get a complete checkup, but I'm fairly certain it was the medication because it was the same thing that happened to me a couple years back when I first started taking the medication, and my doctor and I thought it was the high blood pressure medication that was causing a problem, and then when he saw the P medicine, he says, no, high blood pressure doesn't cause you to faint. And I remember when I had my episode of my high blood pressure, I just felt numb. I was still there. I was coherent. I couldn't move, and I was, and I had these buzzing sensation around my head, and I could not move my hands or arms. That was so I didn't have the situation this time. I just fainted. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you guys enjoyed the view on the Shintang Ridge. Who is it? Jimmy and Rabbit, and I don't remember who else says. Yeah, but you should have had Anna, the waitress, on the video more. And I was like, well, I wasn't, it was, I just happened to have her on there, but it wasn't. I should have had to focus on her, but we were there to have breakfast and look at the view. So,
AJ?
Yeah. AJ.
Oh, my view.
Eli. Did my view show up? No, he didn't. Let's see here. Oh, yes. Oh, she's calling you a little sister. Oh, Jasmine's calling you a sister. Let's see. Loved the breakfast video. Felt a bit bad the girl going through the rain. Yeah, that was kind of like... Yeah, I got the video of them coming up the steps and leaving because we were on the roof, and that, I believe that it was the third floor. They were down at the bottom cooking, and they had to bring it up the steps. And one girl, there was two girls that would come up. One would hold the umbrella while the other one was bringing the food. Yeah, falling down is not a joke, and we'll get to the bottom of this. Okay?
It reminds me of what.
Your ex? No?
Yeah.
She had an ex that fell before, and but he had a different.
No, like the first time. He was just like, we were watching TV, right? And then I think he was working. Oh, he was watching TV or playing games. And then he was right next to me. And then he started.
Well, that boyfriend had a, what's it called?
Seizure.
Epileptic seizure. He had he would, that,
I even punched him, because I thought he was just joking.
He had a seizure, epileptic
And then
seizure.
the next thing I know, he fell on the ground.
Yeah.
It was scary.
Right. So what happened to me reminded Jane of.
About 9 years ago. And then when he, I stood after 30 minutes, I think he was like, "Who are you?" I'm like,
But I remember you though, right?
Yeah.
It's very hard to forget who you are, man. You're trouble. Oh man. Let's see. Earth calling Jane. Come in, Jane. Jane, are you there? Let's see. Jasmine, it's better to have a thorough checkup from the head to toe. Yeah, like I said, I'm gonna get that done. I'm supposed to see the doctor on the 26th, but it was just a regular check. But I'm gonna share with her what happened to me, and this way maybe she can do a better. I'm switching doctors, so it's kind of like they have to do a thorough checkup anyway.
But it's different with him when it's happened with him. After half of his face, there's a lot of like blood.
Oh, you mean your ex?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I still look good, right? Handsome.
I remember when he said like he went to the bathroom, right? And I was like, "What happened to me?" And I said, "I think someone just punched you,
Yeah, well, yeah, he must have.
He banged his head on the
floor. When he had the seizure, he fell on his head. Oh, wow.
Bang.
Wow, yeah. Well, I'm glad mine just lasted a second.
Like there's a lot of blood inside his eyes.
Right.
It took him 2 weeks to get rid of that.
Right. But I tell you, I promote that little Shintang Ridge because the view is great, the breakfast is really nice, but I just wanted people to know that once you're on that path on that hill going up, it's pretty dangerous. So you have to be really good at. I'm pretty sure that Paul went up there by himself. You can steer your motorcycle pretty easily, and if you get going. But when you have someone in the back, and you're not used to going up a hill with someone in the back, for me it's a little hard. It's a little hard. Oh yeah, AJ uploaded a video. Yeah, hopefully he shows up. I'm gonna check his video then. Oh, thank you for sharing our live stream, Jasmine. I really do appreciate it. Oh, we have 6. Look, we have 6 viewers from Jasmine's Messenger. She's sharing our live stream with people. Thank you, Jasmine. Hey, what's up, Rabbit? How's it going? Are you home from work or are you on vacation? Philippines is great. Oh, good. You're gonna start a blog? Are you serious, Rabbit? I hope you do. We'll support you. Okay.
Rabbit will do mukbang.
What?
Mukbang.
No, we were just talking. We were just talking about my little fainting spell right before this. We just came back from the bank in the mall, and I had a little fainting spell, and I kind of deduct what caused it, but it did scare Jane because Jane never seen it happen to me, and like I said, I'll just go get it checked with the doctors.
It was like when I got off from the Watson. He said, "Can you help me to get up?" I did help him. And then when he finally stand up, and then he was like, I was like, "What?" I thought he was just joking.
Oh boy. And then next thing I know, I'm on the ground and I'm getting up. I'm going, what happened? Anyway. Let's see here. Oh yeah, you don't want to do a vlog a channel to disparage women. You're gonna have a lot of basher. No, Oliver is not in the Philippines. He is packing. He said once he puts his guns away or find a place for his gun, he's going to be out of there. Oh yeah, Friday, Saturday. Yep. Yeah, you're off. Rabbit have to store my weapons in the storage, then I'm gone. Yeah. I do not think wifey will approve of me vlogging. Yeah, I don't think she'll approve any of that stuff. Oh, what? Yeah, someone's got to pick up the weapons, Oliver. You can't just leave it around the house. Someone break in the house, and then all of a sudden you're, you got a problem. Yes, tell your wife, goes, hey, honey, when your wife goes, hey, cut the grass. And he goes, hey, man, I got to do what I got to do. Beer and live stream. Oh, that's great. I'm glad your son's coming. Yeah, you don't want to leave weapons around. Yeah, you don't want to leave weapons around. That's dangerous. Hey, Rabbit, I got the phone number of that waitress for you. Not just joking. No, we don't. I don't even think we. Well, you heard the video because that's all I have of her. She's going back to college, right, in June. So we did this about 2 or 3 weeks ago, right before she went to college. So she's probably not even there if I have to go look for her, Rabbit. I think she's in Bayawan, so which is about 2 hours north of here. So if you're looking for her, she's in Bayawan. You know what I did do? I sent a message to Shintang Ridge and to let them know that I blogged their restaurant, their resort, and also I told them that Anna was really the feature person on the video. So hopefully they'll get the message to her, and she'll be able to see the video anyway, and she'll be able to see your comment. Yes, Rabbit. Do the vlog with your wife.
Yes.
Let's say Eli King, why do some Filipinos not want to be seen? My girlfriend is also shy, even doesn't want to wear bikini or makeup. Well, Eli, I don't want to say that just Filipinas. There are women that just doesn't want to wear a bikini because they're conservative, and there are girls that just doesn't want to do vlogs. Now, On the bikini thing, I can't speak for them on that. Why? Because all I can think of is they're shy and they're about their body, and they're conservative. But on the vlogging, a lot of Filipino girls, they feel that they don't speak English as well, so they don't want to be on vlog and be embarrassed. They call that nosebleed or whatever, and they're just very shy. But once I guarantee you, once you get her going, she'll talk 100 miles per hour. No, I was just doing this, Gonzalez. I was. What? I didn't, unless, they have ulcers and they can't talk, but, so yeah, don't give up. I mean, if you really want her to, just let her know that, she can join you and that's what I did with, Jane. I remember when I started this, I said, hey, you don't have to, I just do my talk, right? I grab my GoPro and I just start talking whatever subject that I'm doing, and she would always, she goes, you're the weirdest guy. You're the only person that I know walks around with a camera in his face and just talk to himself all the time. She thought that was the weirdest thing, but But then I told her, I said, you're welcome to join me anytime you want.
To me, I don't really mind doing live streaming, but to be on everyday video, I think it's not for me.
Right.
Because it's different when you have your own world without showing to other people.
Right. Well, I agree with her. YouTube and all this live streaming started, way back when. I don't know, but I just, let's see here. My first channel lasted about 3 years before it's deleted, and now I'm going on my 8 months. So I've only been doing YouTube for probably 3 years. And prior to that, I remember I didn't want to be on there. I didn't want my ex to even put me on the video. I thought it was just annoying. I'm here having dinner, and she's doing videos, or I'm getting ready to go and then go somewhere, and she's doing it. I was like, why are you doing that? I'm a private person. I'm shy, and look at me now. Here I am talking to people, talking to myself. So, sometimes things changes, but I try not to just talk to myself. I try to talk to, when I make videos, I try to think of a topic, and that's how I was able to get into YouTube, was to think of something that, through my experience, that I can help someone that's coming to the Philippines, whether it's the visa thing, whether it's the hotel situation, taxi, the SIM cards, or to a certain city. And you see my videos, you know what I'm talking about. I don't need to go over it, but that's why I had the mentality of trying to help people, and that's what made me make videos. If I felt like if I wasn't helping people by making videos, then I'm not going to do it. It was never, I had people go, oh, you need to make money. I know I don't need to make money. I make a heck of a lot more. And I would never have to depend on YouTube for money. Unlike a lot of expat that's doing this YouTube thing. And maybe that's why I don't make that many videos, and I'm not as consistent or as professional when it comes to, if you look at my videos, it's just me talking. There's no fancy introduction, fancy ending, I can't do that because I don't know more. I don't know how, and I don't care to know how. I just know that, I do a little bit of introduction of, kind of some short clips of whatever that video is about, or Jane and I, and then I just start talking. Let's see, where are we here? So that there you go, Eli. Hopefully that was a long answer to that bikini and making blogs. You see how I got my hands all over my wife. if I had a boyfriend, I would show on my blog who is my boyfriend. Yeah, there you go. Like just like Jane. I mean, we're together all the time. If I'm gonna do a vlog and if I'm doing live stream, she wants to join me, then she joins me. If she doesn't, she's not required to join me. But you know, once again, my first channel, I never did any live stream. Zero live stream, maybe one or two. But Jane likes live streaming, so I kind of just do it whenever she wants to do it. So that's. But if I'll share this with you, if she says she doesn't want to do live stream anymore, chances are you won't see me doing live stream, and you'll just see my videos. She's the one that puts out the short video and the live stream. If she didn't do those two, all you guys would see are my long form YouTube videos, which is what I had on my last channel. That was all. That's pretty much all I had. So this is kind of cool. I'm able to meet friends like you guys. We're able to talk to each other, to get to know each other. I've met AJ. In fact, we've had lunch or dinner many times. And then I met Jasmine. So hopefully I'll be able to meet Oliver and some of you other guys in the future. But do we want to meet Rabbit? No. No.
Okay.
Hey Rabbit, as soon as you come to the Philippines, let me know. I would be glad to meet you because I know that you're heading in a direction. You'll be in Manila and you're heading north to I wouldn't mind meeting you in Pampanga somewhere. So that would be cool. Okay, cool. Well, we have something to look forward to. We'll meet you there. Let's see here. The problem is I don't have any. It's easy to find a boyfriend from Rabbit, and Jasmine says the problem is I don't have any. Rabbit says my wife will wear a one-piece, not two-piece bikini. Jane wears two-piece, but conservative, right? We're not, and then she wears one-piece, so it's.
Did that?
I have pictures of it. My girlfriend is not shy, Sam. I showed you the video. Oh yeah, it's
I wear two-piece when nobody's around.
Do you think she'll have her own vlog and we'll be able to see you guys doing your vlog there, Oliver, with you and your girlfriend? Jasmine, all you have to do is say okay and you get a boyfriend. Okay. Jasmine says okay. She said maybe just for me she wears a bikini, but not when friends or her family are with us. Just me and her alone at the pool and not many people, or she wouldn't wear a. Yeah, Gonzalez the same way. Where she wore her two-piece when we're pretty much together, along the beach with 3,000 people. All right, Jasmine, I don't wear. No, actually, there wasn't that many people. There were a few people on Alona Beach, but it wasn't that many, right? It was like maybe.
I wear two-piece, but I have covers on.
Yeah, she puts that little sarong on her body, around her waist, and then her neck, and then her head.
I think we have a problem here.
Jasmine, I don't wear two-piece. Eli, you're also like that, Jasmine. Eli, but my girlfriend's younger sister has a picture in Facebook in bikini, so they are really opposite. Oh, okay. Well, yeah. I mean, some girls, like I said, once again, I don't understand it, but the Philippine women are much shyer than American women. I take pictures. Like if I take a pictures, generally at the what I've done in the past, I would take a picture of the crowd, especially when I was up in Puerto Galera from up in the mountain, and I'll take a picture of the crowd down maybe, maybe a couple hundred feet or maybe 500 feet. I have a picture of it. You can see people with bikinis, and then you could see people with shorts and one piece. And most of the people that in the pictures that were in two-piece bikinis were foreigners. most that was in shorts and one piece were Filipinas. Yeah, Eli, I wear one-piece swimsuit. That's from Jasmine. Rabbit. Had a girlfriend at Clark Air Force Base before. She and her friend walked around naked around me. Of course, I was also naked. I shouldn't have read that. Good, Rabbit. That's good. Eli. Thanks, Sam. You're more tough. Will be make her try vlogging with me, but I don't want to do it alone. Yeah, like I said, I just remember I had a hard time starting making vlogs for years. I would say maybe 5 years. I would not make YouTube videos. Then finally one day I felt like I wanted to share my stories, and then that's how I started. It wasn't perfect, but so yeah, just if you're gonna do it, watch YouTube videos and you guys talk about it, and one day you'll get in there and start doing it. Come on, our chairs, come on now, let's get back to basics about building a strong relationship. If Sam likes drinking beer and Jane likes bringing beer, that is the basis for a strong relationship.
Nobody drinks.
I drink Pellegrino and tonic water. I drink water, and I would drink juice and Coke and Sprite and ginger ale. Jane was asking me, why do you drink so much tonic water and bubbly water, whether it be Pellegrino or something else? Well, and I didn't drink Pellegrino my first 60 years of my life, but now I drink it almost every day, all the time. What I did was I gotten rid of all the sugary stuff like Coke, Sprite, because there's not in my, if it's in my fridge, I'm gonna drink it. So I don't buy them. I would drink some once in a while when I'm at a restaurant, but what I have in my fridge are bubbly water and tonic water. So it's healthier than Coke and Sprite and sugar water. And hopefully I'll lose a little weight, which Jane says I need. Oh, okay, Rabbit will be here in February. I will try to beat my body back into shape before I go. Yeah, Rabbit, yeah.
Which shape?
What shape? Round shape, oblong shape, rectangular shape. What kind of shape are you going to be in, Rabbit, when you get here? Yes, Javins, we can all... I know where Rabbit will be going to, so maybe we can have Rabbit in Manila. Jasmine, you're in Manila, and then we'll be there. We'll try to time it in February. And maybe we can get Oliver and his girlfriend come back up here from Davao or something. Jasmine, let's see here. Eli, strong relationship means becoming one unit. I mean like a team, and still keeping polarities intact and making yourself beautiful for your boyfriend, both making some sports. Eli, I think we try to stay in shape, and I think Jane and I, we have a good balance. We're both easygoing, and If she wants to do something, she can do it. If she doesn't, I don't have a problem with it. If I want to do something and she doesn't like it, I don't think she has a problem with it. So we're easy going both ways.
I don't think I have problem with him because he's giving me problem every day. Oh, he's the problem every day.
Yeah. Even when she's off camera, she'll throw something in there. What is a conservative two-piece? My preference is the dental floss two-piece. Yeah, you know, a dental floss is just something that conservative people love. I mean, I'm conservative and I use dental floss all the time. All right, here. Let's see here. No, I like I like, you know, but I don't like it on my girlfriend. I don't want other people to see her. So yeah, I'm very conservative when, you know, I don't want Jane to flash her body, and I'm glad she's conservative too. So we are in agreement with that. Uh,
You,
me and my girlfriend and her other friend did some skinny dipping late at night when we were at a hotel before. Which hotel was it, Rabbit? Make sure this way I'll know not to go to that. Ah, boy. Yeah, you know that skinny dipping thing, I did that when I was in college. So that was about over 40 years ago. Uh, do you remember, Rabbit, I don't know if you remember, or you guys, I don't know if you remember the streak? Remember back, was it the 70s or early 80s with the streakers where they would run through things and kind of naked, naked, running through wherever it is. I mean, that was very popular back in the 70s and 80s, the streak. I did partake in one of those streaking challenges. You know, someone would challenge me or I'll challenge them. I did challenge one of my best friends when we just graduated from high school. Of all the places, you have to think about it. We both volunteered to be a counselor at a Presbyterian church camp area. You know, it was a summer job, and we were counselors. And I think the first session, and then the session lasts 1 week at a time. So it was like 16 sessions. I mean, for the whole summer. Him and I made it through the first session, which is the first week. Second week, I don't know what happened. I challenged him. You know, if he would have challenged me, I probably would have done it. But I challenged him first. I said, "Hey, I dare you to streak across the campus." And he streaked across the campus. Next thing we know, we get the kids saw it. I mean, these were kids that were, I would say, and now they would probably be put in jail for it. But these kids were, I would say, anywhere from, I don't know, 10 to 16 years old. And, you know, some kids saw it, and then, you know, of course, they reported him. I was called in, and he was called in, and, and I basically said I was the one that, you know, challenged him, and he took the challenge, and he did it. Well, he's the one that streaked. Well, he got fired, and me, you know, I told him, I said I should be fired too. I said, no, you didn't do it, so I stayed, and but that first week we had a great time. But I do remember that streaking thing was big time back in the old days. And we thought it was just fun because everybody was doing it. But I don't think you should be, now that I think of it, you shouldn't be doing it at a youth camp for Christian children. It was just, anyway, high school, college kids, crazy things. We were doing right thing by being a youth counselor, but we were doing stupid things, uh, doing the streets when back then it was popular. Oliver, 20 years ago, I would drink and wear a two-piece. Oh my, I lost all my inhibitions when I was younger in the military. Yeah, there you go. Military actually, people grow up quick in the military. Unfortunately, I never joined the military. My mom wouldn't let me do it, but uh, yeah. Once again, that's one thing that when I look back, I wish that I had joined the military, even if I didn't do it coming right out of high school, because I went to, I had a scholarship to go to college. I would have, maybe in my 20s, I probably could have done it, and even in my 30s, in my 20s and 30s, I was really lost in the world. I was, doing a lot of crazy things, and I think if I would have joined the military in my 20s and 30s, I probably would have straightened up. Let's just say I probably would have gotten in less trouble than I did in the last, 40, 50 years. I definitely couldn't have done it in my 40s because I was, I had already decided to come to the Philippines. Let's see here. Rabbit for sure. Jane Brown is in shape. Round is in shape. Hey Gonzalez, Rabbit said that he wants to go, his shape will be round. Let's see, where is Christelle? I'm going to guess she's in Bataan. Bataan spending Darren's money. Oh, let's see here. Archer, San Pellegrino, Arancha, Rosa Blood, Orange Eyes, cold on a hot day. You know what? Rosa Blood Orange. Are you saying putting some of that, the blood orange, and squeeze it into the San Pellegrino? I think I should try that because I do put flavors into my San Pellegrino. Yes, Eli, I do play pickleball. Although I haven't picked up my racket in about a month. And I don't know if you saw one of the live streams, Gonzalez goes, Sam, what are you going to do with all these rackets? You bought like 50 of these rackets. We made a video of me. I was obsessed with buying rackets, professional rackets, and I do have them. I've got to spread out. I've had 2 or 3 here, 2 or 3 in Manila with Jane, and then 2 or 3 in the U.S. so that when I'm in Manila, you saw us playing racquetball in Pampanga, where she would just bring the racket from Manila.
I have 6.
You what?
6.
She has 6. And then we have, I don't know, we have quite a few here. And when I buy these rackets, I want the best ones, right? I'm not, you can buy these $30 ones or 60, why, I don't know. I just figure that if I'm not as good as the player in front of me, hopefully the professional racket will give me an advantage over them. It's psychological. It doesn't mean that I'm going to get better. Well, once again, Eli, I love playing racquetball, and if you're here, I'll be glad to play with you. I know where the racquetball courts are in Dumaguete. I know quite a few racquetball courts in Manila. I know quite a few racquetball courts, great courts in Pampanga, Angeles, and I do have a lot of videos of us playing racquetball. I should try to implement some of those videos of Jane playing and me playing in the in our channel. this channel is turning into a family. Yeah, well, you know what? I agree with you. We miss you guys, so that's why we get up here and start talking. We kind of look forward to the same people. People. If you notice, people come and go. All right, you got. I think last time we had a bunch of people from. We would get people from India or Pakistan or Korea or Japan. Let's see, where else? Australia. But the core group of you guys are. We pretty much know who you are. So we are family, and I don't mind meeting you guys, and then have lunch or dinner. But I do, believe it or not, I do have quite a few people that watch my videos, and and then I would meet them, and they would, flag me down in Dumaguete. Oh yeah, you're Sam, and then we would have lunch there. Because I was just last month, we were having breakfast in Casablanca, and before I sat down, the guy goes, "Hey Sam, how you doing?" He started talking to me, and his name is Nick. Hopefully he's watching. A lot of people don't even talk, but they do watch. And come to find out, he's been watching my videos, and he lives in Sigihor. I remember getting a couple of messages. But if you guys remember, I was at Eastern Garin, and I think we did one live stream there in Sigihor, and he saw it, and I get a message, and he says, "Oh, I'm gonna come and see you at Eastern Garin Resort." Well, we had already left. Anyway, I saw him at Casablanca the other day, and he goes, "That was me. I'm the guy that told you that we're gonna come to your hotel and say hello." And we missed him. So next time we go to Sigihor, we'll look him up and we'll have lunch and we'll have a nice chat. But we did have a great breakfast and a great chat at Casablanca last month with Paul and Nick and his wife. So we do meet friends, other ways other than just on the live streams. Oliver, that's better that all of us are family. Go, Christelle is on. Hello, Sam and Ate Jane. Christelle's on. Jane just came back. I think she went to the CR. Hope everything's good with you, Christelle. Are you in Bataan? Sam, I was not fond of streaking. You get a court-martial for that. Ah, okay. Well, once again, I was not in the military, so and you are. Don't forget to like the live stream of Sam Friend. Thank you there, Jasmine. Archers, you're not a joy, Sam. You didn't miss the boat by not joining the military. Well, like I said, I do. My dad was in he went to Vietnam, and I do know he was a very patriotic person, which in turn I become a very patriotic person. And so serving in the military, I would have gladly have done it. That's one thing that I wish I did that I did not do, because I do think very highly of military people who's willing to, whatever reason that they join the military. But I think that people change once they go into the military with the training, and hopefully those of us that's never been in the military, we appreciate the work that a lot of you guys have done, so we can have the freedom that we have. Christel Hadi Archer, San Pellegrino Blood Orange is a San Pellegrino. Oh, so it's a San Pellegrino drink that's flavored. Okay, I will. Oh my gosh, so you're having one, huh? Well, I'll tell you what happened. We just cracked one, but it actually cracked. I had the bottle, and it was
that
in the.
was when after we streamed last time.
Yeah, right after we streamed last time, I said, "Hey Jane, do you mind giving me a San Pellegrino?" So she goes to the freezer, and I don't know what happened. All of a sudden, it exploded. glass was everywhere. It took us almost an hour to clean it up, and so I decided not to buy any more. Like the San Pellegrino here are all bottled, and I think the fridge was just too cold, and with that temperature change when it came out somehow, I mean the bottle just shattered, right? You didn't drop it or anything. It just exploded.
As soon as I opened it, I said, "Oh, what the?"
Yes, she opened it. She was in the process of opening it up, and then exploded, and it hit her right there on the corner. It was about a half an inch from her eyes. So once again, we were blessed that God protected us. I'm just really happy that nothing happened to her. Sam, you did not miss much in the military. The chow was good enough for humans. Well, once again, you guys served in it, and the experience, I like that. I do like.
We didn't put it in the freezer. It's in the fridge, diba?
No, it's in the fridge, but it was on max. So it was. Sometimes some of the food in the fridge would come out very, very frosted, and so what I did was I turned the fridge down to 50%, and now it's cooling, and we don't have a problem anymore. But it's true. I know from table tennis how important a good racket is. Sam, maybe next year we'll make a double with Jen and yes, if we would love to play with anybody. Jane, she's much better than she was when she first started. Me, still the same, if not worse. Okay, Oliver, Rabbit. I went to Clark and I was from Subic. It was great. Oh, food-wise. Oliver, get to the Philippines. We'll see you when you get here. Let's see. Oliver Russ, we want to go to Subic, but my friend said the entire naval fleet is already there. There won't be any woman left over. Rabbit, I'm going to have to disagree with you on that. Yes, the entire naval fleet is in Subic, because but the entire eligible young Filipinas will be in Subic too from the Philippines, because, well, you know how it is. It's where there's young men in their 20s and they got money to spend, and they, once they hit the port, you were there, you just want to go there and have fun, and I guarantee you there's plenty of women that are going to, word has gotten around and they will be there. I guarantee you the women will show up if there's a military base full of young single men. Hey, Gonzalez, maybe we should go to Subic and roam around a little bit and see young men.
Sometimes.
Oh no, I guarantee you all the young eligible single Filipinas will be at Subic looking for eligible young bachelor men. Let me take that back. All lady boys, transgender Filipinas, they'll be there. They'll be there to meet and greet and welcoming the, what fleet is it? The 7th Fleet or the 6th Fleet or the 5th Fleet? Yes, Rabbit, not only Jane is forming a bad opinion about you, I think everybody is. Yes, there's, I guarantee you, the last time I was there about, let's see, it was before I met Jane, so it had to have been good 10 years ago. It was basically dead. But I was there 18 years ago. It wasn't as dead, but it was on a track of dying because, the military had left. And when I was there 10 years ago, it was pretty much dead. You still have these old bars from way back during the 70s. I mean, I don't even think it changed. It was still there. But I've seen some YouTube videos, and a lot of new bars has opened up. So I think it's going to change fast. I think all those bars, they're going to be updated within the next year or two with the Americans being there. They're going to be there. So it's going to be. I think I would just make a trip because I remember someone telling me, and my dad was there in the 70s at Clark when he was going back and forth. They were stopping Clark, going to Vietnam and coming back, and they stopped. Let's see, Yokota Air Force Base in Tachikawa. That's where they took all the injured. There was a lot of people that was injured. They would stop there before they would head towards the U.S. on those. I think they were not. They were the C-5As. They would take the military guys through the C-5A. That's that giant airplane. Got to remember, I'm very young. I was like in my 10. I was around 12 years old. But back then, Clark was very, very busy, and that's one of the first reason why I went to Clark. When the first time I went to Clark, I just want to see, once again, the base is closed, so I'm driving around looking at the barracks where my dad might have been, or just walking around the whole Air Force Base. I saw some of the airplanes. They have a air show, all the airplanes that they have back in those days parked there, the helicopters. So it's kind of, for me, I was trying to imagine what my dad was walking through and doing. And I was imagining what my dad was doing in Angeles. But I did not know anything about the red light district. But I found out that the red light district, the amount of, right now, I would say there are thousands of girls at Walking Street. Thousands of girls. But back in the 70s, there were almost 10 times more girls than they have now during the war. And it was estimated that there were at least 2 marriages a day to Americans or foreigners. 2 marriages. So that means 60 Filipinas were marrying foreigners every month. I don't think it's going to get that way at Subic, because there's, unless there's a conflict, and there's a lot more military there. But with the naval fleet there's going to be a lot of Filipinas there. See here, hundreds of bars. Let's see, Archie, you left the freezer too long. Don't put it in the freezer, just put it in the fridge. Yes, that's what we decided to do. Lady boy times again. I'm having flashback, Oliver. Well, yeah, I guarantee you that wherever there's beautiful girls and there's a bunch of military single guys, there's going to be lady boys. I saw some Thailand vlogs, and I learned when they are a lady boy with a wiener, they say, I am a lady, and a boy, lady boy, and if they took it off, they say, I am a lady boy, I am a lady. I don't know about that. I'm not going to talk about the lady boys, but in their mind, they are women. And I've talked to some of them. In their mind, they are women. They're nothing. That's what they believe in. Not long ago, there was a U.S. Marine who strangled Lady Boy when, after the fact, he woke up. Yes, and I was there at that time. In fact, they had that guy arrested. They had the military guy arrested. I read, and the reason I'm able to talk about it because I was there and I read articles. The lady boy was actually engaged to another foreigner I don't know if he was Australian or German, but he was engaged to that person, and he was out making money with this guy. And when he, uh, they said he was drunk, and then when he came to, he realized it was a man, and he went berserk, and I believe he drowned her. That's, that's hearsay, but in the article it did say that that lady boy was engaged to another foreigner while he was with this guy. So that made that lady, because they were trying to pick sides. You kill someone, was the lady boy caused a problem? I think the ultimate blame is the young military guy, not the lady boy. But they were giving some background information about the two individuals. And I believe he was incarcerated under military law, U.S. military law, and the Filipinos could not touch him. And they held him for a long time. And finally, I believe the Americans made a deal with the Philippines to actually get him back and take him to the U.S. and have him charged there. And I don't know what happened, but for a long time, he was incarcerated in the Philippines until they allowed that soldier to go back to the military. And I don't know what they do with military guys. I mean, they throw them in the brig and whatever the law. But and I don't know if it was either. In the Philippines, I've heard you don't want to go to jail in the Philippines, so it's worse in American prison. But this guy would have been charged in the military court, right? So I don't know, but eventually he was shipped back to the U.S. and charged in the military court, and I don't know what happened to him. It says, Rabbit, I got married every night when I was at Clark. Clark, Rabbit said he got married every night when he was at Clark Air Force Base. Okay, how many little rabbits running around now? I guarantee it, I'm going to say at least 20 that Rabbit knows of and 20 that he doesn't know of. Eli, I was very careful. I wrapped the tule always. Okay, well then I'll take back my comment about 2020 there. That's boring, Rabbit, but that's why I am good with only one. I don't want to wrap it up. You know what he means by wrap it up, right? You wrap it up so this way.
Cut it?
No, you wrap it up so nothing come out and get a girl pregnant.
Ah.
Yeah, condoms. You put the condoms.
How would I know condom?
Eli, I rode bareback when I had a steady girlfriend. Oh boy. Here, I'm gonna let you talk to him. Let me get something to drink real quick.
Okay.
You give me some real drink. Jane discovered, she's in pain right now. She had new sores coming to her tongue, so she can't talk very much. So it's let's see.
It's already gone because he made me eat ramen.
She blames it on ramen.
Hoy.
Put in the other glass if you can. And actually, we're gonna go to the doctor's tomorrow and go over the. We had blood drawn, so we're gonna see what's causing her problem with her ulcers. It just seems like they disappear, and they show up again. They disappear. Yeah, you guys, you know the story. It's been almost 3 months. Just seems like it just won't go away. Yeah. But she's had this problem ever since she was. How old were you when you had this problem? When it started, you were like 8 or 9 or 10, 14? Yeah. So when she was a little girl. And in fact, when she was 14 or, we talked about it. It was much worse back then. Uh, but now it just came back
It
and
was gone for like how many years?
um, probably what, 15, 20 years, or let's see, you're 14, you're 33, almost 20 years, right? Yeah. So it was gone almost 20 years, and then it comes back. So now we're trying to figure out what caused it. So. And once again, I bought some Oragel. It helps numbs it, so that's why she's able to talk a little bit. Before she just wouldn't even talk. In fact, we didn't even do live stream. There was a period of time we did no live stream, just because if she's not gonna talk, then I normally don't even get on here. But she put some Oragel on it, and it's numbed, and then also we got all those aloe vera plants.
It was already disappeared for how many days, but then we went out, we ate ramen.
She's saying that the ramen caused it, irritated her mouth and her tongue.
Spicy.
The spiciness of the ramen. So yeah, anything spicy would cause it to flash and come back. What? What did you say? You need dreams? Oh yeah, and then also she's allergic to shrimp, and she ate some shrimp too. So yeah, that's anyway, we won't talk about that. It's just something we have to deal with. Yes, Rabbit, Eli, I rode bareback when I had a steady girlfriend. I like bareback. Let's see here. How come we always get to this? My girlfriend has Eli. My girlfriend has period cramps.
No, what happened?
She was suffering a lot.
No, what happened, guys? It was disappeared for like how many days, and then after that, I had a fever, at night, and then after my fever, the soul will come out.
Yeah, it just seems like every time she has a fever and
Body
yeah. And I'll tell you, I mean, I don't mind saying it. I mean, she gets really hot. I mean, she's so hot that I can't even lay next to her or touch her. I mean, it's like she's burning. In fact, I was telling Darren, I mean, I watched this documentary about internal combustion. I felt like this girl is getting ready to burn right out of her skin. It's so hot. I mean, I didn't even want to touch her. I mean, like it's just really, and I have that air condition on full blast.
17.
Yeah, on 17 Celsius. We normally have it at 24 or 25. But I crank it to 17 to cool her down.
I don't even have a blanket on.
Yeah, I have the blanket on, but because I've got, 15, 16. I'm freezing.
I don't feel it.
I have my sweatpants on and a long shirt and a blanket. I'm covered up, and she's like, "How come it's so hot in here?" And then and then sometimes I just get out of bed and I come in, just sit in the couch and try to sleep. But yeah. Anyway, we joke about it, but we'll get to the bottom of this and find out why. See what we could do. Let's see here, Eli. Yeah, I know about the noise, and here is my advice: do a strict ketonic diet for at least 6 weeks. Jane, no sugar, no carbs, not even milk for 6 weeks at least should help. Oh, that's an advice for you.
Should even ask me to not eat anymore, Eli. Because it seems like everything that I ate is
Don't ever eat. Don't eat anymore. Oliver Russ. I still say hydrogen peroxide cures, not treats. Really, it cures. Okay. Maybe I did they. In fact, Oliver, I remember going to the store and asking for some hydrogen peroxide, and I don't think they have it here. I asked the store.
They have.
They have it. The store I went to, remember it was Hypermart. I was there. Remember when I was trying to get some stuff? I'll check at the store tomorrow. Hopefully they'll have some. Thank you for reminding me that. Okay. There's always a cure. I agree, Eli. Keto is really effective. There's Darren. Hello, Darren. Sorry about that. I saw you send a message on Messenger, and I couldn't reply to you. So because we're doing this live stream. I'll reply to your message on Messenger once we're finished. But your better half, she was on here earlier. She was only on here for a couple of seconds or a minute, but then she left. Rabid. Whenever I am feeling down, I just throw good food on the grill, wash it all down with good beer. Fixes all my illness in no time. You have a point there. A good beer, good food, good relaxation will cure a lot of stuff. For me, I would just say, for me to relax, I'll have a bottle of San Pellegrino. I'll watch a little bit of UGA football. And then I'll check on some of do a little bit of editing my video. That's my way to relax. If I'm not out there running or jogging, but for me that's pretty cool. And then if Jane is hanging around me, and it's
It's something that I have to deal with every day. How much is good?
What do you mean something you have to deal with every day?
You being around.
Yes, you're here to help me relax. I actually do relax when I'm with her. It's I'm very fortunate to have a partner where I want to be with her, and we want to be with each other. We enjoy each other.
We don't want to be with each other, but we have to.
Gonzalez,
Oh.
I'm trying to tell him that you want to be with me. Don't tell him that you have to. Just say you want to. Well, I like being with her, and it relaxes me.
I'm just joking, guys.
Yeah. Hello, Christelle. Welcome back, and we're glad you're still with us, even though you're not talking very much. Oh, yep. Hello, Rabbit. Let's see. I am still waiting on someone's pretty tall cousin. Rabbit, there's nobody in the Philippines that's tall.
Angel is tall. She's
Huh?
5'6".
5'6", Angel's tall. But she's taken, right? Did I talk to her online?
Yeah, the boss, she called you.
Yeah,
when
yeah.
she was visiting my home.
Yes.
And then her brother.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, a Rabbit, she is tall. I think she might have been pretty. I'm not sure, but she was tall. Let's see here. Eli, you can eat tons of eggs, meats, some veggies, salads, but only use coconut oil or butter, Jane. No plant oils except for salad and olive
The
oil.
problem is I'm allergic to egg. Except it.
Oh, Gonzalez. Yeah, I hope you guys didn't hear that. Oh, boy. I hope you guys didn't
I
hear
didn't
that.
say anything.
I heard it. Okay, I'm going to go back to the other part. What Eli recommended for us to eat. The ketonic, there we go. Yeah, I know about the North. Okay, so it's called keto. Oh, keto. It's a keto meal. Is that what that is? Is that? Are you talking about a keto meal? Because ketogenic. Is that what they meant when they do keto? They say, hey, we offer keto food. Because we do have a keto restaurant near here. Maybe Jane should just eat there more often. I did make a video of that place. I don't think I posted that video. Huh. Maybe I'll post a video of that keto restaurant. I'm not sure. I don't think I made the video. You can eat tons of eggs. Art chairs. You should look up Bud Brown. He's an OG blogger from Duma. He was in the U.S. Navy and met his wife 40 years ago, and they're still together. He went back to the U.S. for 2 years, and now he's back in Duma. Okay, yeah. If I, I don't archers. I don't know. Believe it or not, I don't know any bloggers personally. I might have ran into the, I forgot his name. I ran into O-Dog. This was when I had my other channel. I was with, I forgot the guy's name. He was just getting started. He's doing really well now. He's got like 25,000 subscribers. And the other guy was O-Dog, and he's probably got 50,000 subscribers. But I was, my channel was just growing. I had like almost 8,000 subscribers, and I ran into him at the Bo's Coffee, or one of those coffee shops. And then I ran into Filipina P, and I blogged her on my video, and she blogged me on her video. Those are the only bloggers I know, and I don't hang out with them. So I've heard of Bud Brown, but I don't know. I don't know him. If I run into him, I'll say hello to him, and that's kind of cool that he was in the Navy. So now that I know he was in the Navy, I'll look him up and meet him, and hopefully we can get together. You could do an interview with Bud. He's a very nice older gentleman. Okay, yeah, like I said, I don't know any vloggers, not many. I think I just mentioned the 3 that I know that's here in Dumaguete. In fact, all 3 of them were very nice to me when I met them. If she is, yes, she's taken. You want to play? He wants to play second fiddle. That means, he wants to be the second person to your
second daddy.
Second daddy. Yeah, and now why don't you send a message to your cousin that there's a second daddy here that wants to meet her.
Why would I do that?
No, I'm just joking. Yeah. Hey, Bud Brown. Hey, how old is Bud Brown? Is he in his 60s or? 70s. Rabbit. Eli, so when are you going to the Philippines? You got tickets. Old dog is looking more scruffy. He got 100. Oh wow, he's got 100. See, when I saw him, he had around 50. So, he's doubled it up, and that's why he's able to move away. And I think he's into the. I'm here in Valencia, right? I'm at right the Valencia. I've heard he's moved way, way in the jungle somewhere, or that's what I heard. Like I said, I don't follow. I don't think I've seen a video of his in. I don't remember the last time. Might have been almost a year ago. I, I did a video. I made a video of him, Tim K, Filipina P. Those were the three people that I looked up to when. I don't know about looking up to it. I watched a lot of their videos during the pandemic. Is what happened. I couldn't get here. I was stuck in the U.S. and I would follow Tim K while he was rolling around the Philippines because he was married to somebody, a Filipina. Filipina P lived here. She's a Filipina, and then O-Dog was here also, and he was making video. Oh yeah, it was another guy, the guy in Angeles. I forgot his name. Philly in the Philippines. So those four I watched, and like I said, I haven't had the pleasure of meeting Tim K, but I met O-Dog in person for about 30 seconds, and I met Philly in the Philippines 2 or 3 times when I was in Angeles. Very nice guy. He would always try to help me out, and then he moved away from Angeles. And then Filipina P, I've ran into her twice. And the first time I ran into her, we did an interview of each other. But she's very busy, and I think they're all busy. 100,000 subscribers. That's great for O-Dog. Yeah, he deserves it. Rabbit, that's Eli King. Rabbit, I am planning from 19th December to 9th of January. No tickets bought yet, but soon. Yeah, hey Eli, let us know. I mean, if we're in Manila, we'll meet up with you. If you come to Dumaguete, we'll meet up with you here. And Rabbit will be coming when you're leaving, because he's coming in February, and then Eli's leaving in January. That was Fly Me to Philippine, guys. Yeah. That was Fly Me to the... Oh, okay. All right. Okay, that's okay. Rabbit is only 3 weeks. Eli, 3 weeks be barely enough. Are you sure? Why not stay longer if you... Yes, Eli. Yeah, I really do like the Filipina P. Yeah, Eli, 3 weeks is that's not long enough. He should be here like maybe 3 months. Rabbit, how long are you going to be here? Are you going to be here for 3 months or 1 month? Or I know you're not retired yet. Yeah, you got to buy your ticket as soon as possible, Eli. This way you can get as cheap. I mean, when you're coming from, are you coming from the U.S., Eli, or UK? Oh no, that's Mr. Pat, I believe. So you're coming from the U.S. Yeah, I will get that ticket as soon as possible. Huh? So we've been on an hour and a half. You ready to cut it down? Okay. Well, guys, we're gonna check out. I just wanted to let you know a little bit about what's going on with us with our new video that we just put out. The next video will be of us. You know, we went up to Shintang Ridge, but we made the next trip a couple days later up to Casaroro Falls, which is past Shintang Ridge. I'm working on that video. I'll try to get it out there as soon as possible. It may be the second. There's another video that I've already made. I'll put that out first, but I'm gonna work on the Casaroro Falls. It's really a pretty fall, and Jane and I had a great time going up there. It's too steep for Paul to join us. You know, he's a little bit older, and I won't ask him.
We're not gonna make it in the first 50 steps.
Yes, 350 steps. It's worse than the Kambugahai steps. I think that's probably about 200 steps. Just imagine another 150 of straight down, and then you got to walk about 1 kilometer just to get to the waterfall, and you're going back and forth, switch back and forth the river, and then you see the waterfall for about 5 minutes, get some pictures done, then you walk back, and now you got to climb up 350 steps straight up. It's actually it's a tough trek, and
It's like on your way to heaven.
well, I do enjoy it. Thank goodness that I could still make that trek, but I think I got down there and came up pretty easily, didn't I? So I could still make it. I'm still able to go up and down that.
It's like
Yeah, it's a little tough, but that will be my future video. I'll make 2 videos from now. I got one that I've already made. I'll put that out in about 3 days, and then the Casaroro Falls video will be coming up. All right, here we go. Let me reply to these, and then we'll call it. Let's see here. Okay, Eli, got to see until then, based on, that's referring to the ticket. Oliver likes the Filipina P. Germany, am I so good in English? Wow, Eli King is from Germany, Gonzalez. Your English is great, Eli. I'm impressed. Rabbit Farmer, Sam, I may stay a week there where you are to come visit, but I have to visit my farm first. Yeah, sure. Yeah, well, if you let me know, like, okay, you say, hey, I'm going to be in Manila on Monday. We'll try to meet you there on Monday or Tuesday, and then you can head on up. We could do, have lunch or dinner, and and even go up to Angeles City for a few days. I mean, we enjoy going there. We love playing pickleball there, and then the nice restaurants. So we spend a lot of time there while we were looking for a place to live back, a couple of months ago. But I will ask for a 30 days of time off. Well, that's great. 30 days is good. I mean, but you're not like a first timer. You grew up, you lived there. You have relatives. 30 days, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 1 month. That's great. But for those of you who's never been here, I recommend that you stay here at least a month. If you are meeting a girl, you have a girlfriend that you've been long distance talking to, a long distance relationship, you need to be here at least a month, so you just get to know her a little bit better, which is what my next video is about. How long should I date a girl on long distance relationship online, not in person, before I start paying for her needs. That's what this video is coming up is all about. How long should I talk to her online? Because that's what happens, right? You're talking to a girl, you're talking to her, next thing she says, hey, I need this, I need that, and you've been chatting for like a couple months and you feel like she's your girlfriend. Do you start taking money out of your pocket and start paying for her needs? That's what this whole video is coming up. It's about. It's called online dating, and I will post that in about 3 days. So once again, I want to. Oh, you won't, Rabbit. I won't have time to meet any girls because my wife is with me. Just kidding. Yeah, look at this. You got Gonzalez's attention. Anyway. All right, guys. We want to thank you for watching our channel. Thank you, Rabbit. Thank you, Eli. Darren, thank you for joining us. I'll talk to you once I'm finished with this video live stream. I know Jasmine was here, Art Chairs, Christelle was here. Thank you, Christelle, for coming in here and jumping back and forth. Oliver, thank you very much. And I believe that's it, right? I think that's all the people that actually made a comment. Art Chairs. Jasmine, Art Chairs, Crystal, Eli. All right. Hopefully, I didn't lose anyone else on here. If I did, I apologize. But thank you for joining us, and I hope you guys have a great weekend. Bye bye.